Great move.
Heart start beating.
He's still got to go by a...
Oh, no! No way. Oh, man.
I hate it.
There's a bunch of cars in trouble. Bobby Labonte hit right at the flag stand.
So does Lake Speed. There are 5. Make that 4.
Left side of your screen. 2 cars getting together. And then one gets sideways.
Looked like that was the Dale Jarrett car.
Brad Teague, I believe, the number 75, the black and orange car right at the middle of your screen, and he really...
Look how that racetrack is blocked. There's nowhere to go. Driving has nothing to do with it here. You're flying. There's just nowhere to go. Everything washes down, but people now have locked it up to try to miss the wreck. And
watch this coming off turn number 2. Here's the contact. Hard hit. Pretty hard hit on the inside wall there.
Up in the middle of the racetrack.
He had no control over it. Boy, he almost hit that wall head on.
And then slid down the outside wall clear across the start-finish line before the car came to a rest. And it's going to take quite a while to...
Toyotas have shown us they can run very... Oh, sideways. Robert Huffman. Is he going to be able to save it? Whoa. Huffman gets sideways, turned around. Let's see if he can keep it off the wall. And out of trouble.
What a terrific job.
Make some contact.
Uh-oh, we've got a problem.
Contact here, for sure. Darrell Waltrip and Joe Rutten. Waltrip's car gets on his roof and over and over.
Darrell Waltrip tumbling down the backstretch in what appears to be a very, very serious crash. Joe Rutten in the other car.
Up in turn 4, Ned, Darrell Waltrip spins.
And Ed Ferree comes in and hits Darrell pretty hard and then goes into the wall. That's Waltrip spinning on around one more time. And he still doesn't have the car under control as Ferree goes out of the screen on the left. Waltrip.
He is on the inside of John Wood again. Same situation, Johnny. Got loose on the inside of John Wood. Overcorrected, made hard contact with the outside wall.
Oh, that was an unbelievable hit. You could see as the truck started to whip back to the right there.
Here he comes off the corner. And Steve Grissom maybe touches him a little bit, gets him loose. Bobby Labonte in the middle there.
Oh, and look at Earnhardt.
With Darrell nowhere to go and wham right into the wall down on the inside.
Michael Waltrip had continued. Jarrett spun, was smacked by Darrell Waltrip, then came down the track and hit Chuck Bound. Dave Rezendes was also involved. He was able to continue, but the other 3 drivers were finished for the day.
That's what happens, yeah.
He tries to stay off of Willie and unfortunately loses control of it. There he hits the inside wall there. Fortunately, not a great deal of contact at the inside wall.
They're now sliding up in front. Oh boy, DW. Oh, hang on. Ooh, whoa. Bobby Hillin just missing him. Darrell Waltrip.
Ron Hornaday has been on this racetrack already. Steve Hart, Brandon Witt caught up in that as well.
The 12 of Robert Huffman.
The 65 of Regan Smith. Johnny Benson.
He's already in the wall once.
The bad part of that whole deal, the left side hit, the driver's side. And boy, I mean, it's like hitting twice as hard when you hit on
the Red Dog truck on the inside, and Darrell is going by on the outside. No, I'm sorry. That's Kenny Wallace came off the wall and clips Darrell in the rear and sends him in the wall.
Okay, let's watch in this area right here. There you see the contact between the yellow car, the number 30 of Johnny Benson, and Darrell Waltrip in the chrome car, number 17. And there's Earnhardt spinning. He's down on the inside, spinning down next to the wall. And other cars back here getting involved as well. As Buddy said, it's a chain reaction.
5 wide. 5 wide. You know, we heard Dennis Setzer let off because he didn't want to go in that hole. Josh was committed to the outside of Dennis, and Dennis moved up, and it just crashed.
Underneath there, looks like he and Ricky Craven might have touched just a little bit, just enough to send DW sideways. Watch this car go across the racetrack. Watch this. You talk about it.
You see Miller sideways. Watch him overcorrect it, Phil. Thing hooks back on him, gets it hard into the outside wall. Here comes Mike. He sees the 04 slowing down, but he just can't avoid him.
Yeah, you could see the smoke, tire smoke from the 04. He was slowing down
for the lead in turn 3.
They're coming off the corner. Ernie runs up and just touches the 12 car in the back enough to send him spinning. Hunt almost saves it, but then he goes back across the racetrack. And look at Richard go over the nose of that 5 car. Here comes Earnhardt. He hits the 5. The 42 car comes off the wall, and boom, Darrell Waltrip hits the 42 car.
I was just going to say, Chad, you can't get a true feeling of how fast these vehicles are going around this track until you see something like this happen. This happens so fast.
The most serious accident of the day happened.
Chevrolet did a nice job avoiding. You see Josh get sideways, and he makes contact on the inside with that 75 truck of Clay Rogers. Clay, in turn, hits the 40 of Chad Chaffin.
Tim Sauter, I think, in that 07 is saying to himself, unbelievable how I made it through this one.
Yeah, what a nice job.
Here they are 3 abreast going into that turn. That doesn't work. So they get together, and around they go. The track closes up, nowhere to go. And 4, 5, 6, 7. Lots of race cars got involved.
And Darrell.
I just don't understand. What? Oh, Joey Miller, bad crash. Look at the front of that truck, Phil.
Matt Crafton gets caught up by Brad Keselowski. You see the 75 of Eric Almirola go by already with some damage.
As you watch these replays, there we see Rusty Wallace really seemed to be all on his own when he set. We'll have to have a look at that again, I'm afraid. The radio is saying he feels he was tagged by Kyle Petty. We will need to look again. We need to go back a little bit further than that to see what happened. What happened, Cope? He did
Derek Cope's car
spun up onto the Strickland car.
And then that Harry Gant had nowhere to go.
And he back straightaway, Bickle, Miller, Sedgwick. Sedgwick just got in there hard, got into Miller, and took them both up to the high side. Just a little bit of I won the contest.
Occurred. Yeah, there you can see he makes contact with somebody.
Dark car.
Jeff Bodine, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah, Jeff Bodine, the 7 car. And Darrell spins up and.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Bobby Jr. missed a shift.
Looks like he missed a shift, and Bobby Sr. had no way to avoid that. But what hard contact again. That's a second hard hit.
Let's show the replay.
That's after the fact there. I don't know. He's already sideways sliding up the track. So I get that driver's door right into the track, into the wall.
Car owner's not there.
John Andretti's car right there, coming over and touching Jeff Gordon. That initiated it.
Gordon went into the 4 car of Sterling Marlin. Gordon hits Earnhardt. Spencer, 31 car, Mike Skinner gets involved. And Jeremy Mayfield, his car goes up and over. There's Jarrett down on the inside. He slides back up on the track.
Well, Hank Parker Jr. and Robert Huffman and David Rudiman are all running. And now David Rudiman.
Derek Cope and Morgan Shepherd for position. Or was trying to move on Shepherd and gets right into the back of Darrell.
4 cars all together there.
Mike, that looked like Morgan Shepherd and Darrell might have made a little contact, and Jeff Gordon come along there and got into DW, but it really didn't look like Jeff Gordon started the whole thing.
Buddy, we'll try to take another look at it.
Kerry Earnhardt hooked the 77 of Brendan Gaughan, and that turned Brennan up into the 17 of David Rudiman. Wow.
John Andretti directly in front of the 43. You see DW sat backwards and he gets right in.
Looks like Matt just got a little bit loose. I don't think there was any contact from David Rudiman. Boy, they made some hard contact on the outside wall. Thank goodness for the safer barriers, Michael.
Well, when they had the crash, when the crash started, Spencer was ahead. But when does NASCAR, when they...
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. He just come out of the crowd and run in the wall. But
yeah, he might have got up in that loose stuff just a little bit with his right side tires.
Well, Nemechek had just come in and gone right behind the wall. He didn't even